Chapter 1. The Fallen Past. Screams echoed across the kingdom of Valerian as chaos unfolded like a living nightmare. Flames engulfed the once prosperous city, turning homes and history alike into nothing but ash. Blood stained the cobblestone streets. Corpses lay broken and twisted, and the air was filled with the desperate cries of children. People ran for their lives as massive dragons soared through the skies, reducing everything to ruin. Inside the grand castle of Valerian, now a crumbling furnace of fire and smoke, King Eldrick lay motionless on the crimson-soaked floor. His lifeless eyes stared into nothingness, his heart ripped from his chest. Atop the royal throne sat the Dragon King himself, Valkrath. With long sliver hair cascading over dragon-scale armor of blood red and bone white, and eyes like glowing coals, Valkrath watched the destruction with a twisted grin. His presence radiated terror, and the throne seemed to bend beneath his power. "So, you finally arrived," he said, his voice deep and menacing, each word like a growl from the abyss. The castle doors burst open. A young man clad in gleaming white armor stepped into the inferno, his pure white sword reflecting the firelight. His name was Lucen Argrave, the hero of the world. Lucen's eyes widened in shock and grief as they landed on the slain king. Valkrath stood, his smile widening. "I've been waiting for you, Lucen Argrave. Or should I say, the god's favorite pet." He walked forward slowly, his footsteps echoing ominously. "Late again, I see. Another kingdom, gone. Ashes because of you. Tell me, hero, how does it feel to fail?" "Again?" He stopped right in front of Lucen, sneering. "You're not even worthy of being called a hero. I never understood why the gods would choose a naive little monkey like you." Lucen clenched his fists, fury and guilt flooding his heart. "Shut up!" he roared, drawing his holy sword in one fluid motion. He lunged forward with all his might, his blade shining with divine light. Valkrath sidestepped easily and drove his fist into Lucen's stomach. The impact sent the hero crashing into a marble pillar. Blood sprayed from his mouth. "You're weak," Valkrath scoffed. "I don't even need magic to kill you." But Lucen stood again, trembling but unbroken. I'll defeat you, no matter what." He dashed forward with a scream of defiance. "Ah! I'll defeat you no matter what! Holy slash!" He swung his blade with divine speed. A blazing arc of light tore through the air, faster than the eye could follow. Valkrath's eyes widened in shock as the attack struck him directly. An explosion ripped through the castle, obliterating the throne room and sending shockwaves across the sky. When the smoke cleared, Valkrath was still standing, but barely. His armor was cracked and scorched. Blood dripped from his mouth and shoulder, and one eye was bleeding. "I didn't expect that," he muttered, smiling with excitement. "Now this might actually be fun." Flames erupted around him, cloaking his entire body in dragonfire. "Let the fun begin!" He launched into the sky with terrifying speed, grabbed Lucen by the neck, and hurled him upward. Lucen twisted in midair, barely recovering before... Crack! Valkrath's fist slammed into Lucen's ribs with brutal force. Bones shattered. Lucen plummeted like a meteor, smashing into the earth with such power that the ground cratered beneath him. Gasping, bleeding, Lucen stood up again. With trembling hands, he raised his sword. "I won't let you win!" Valkrath stopped midair and chanted, gathering crimson energy in his hand. "Flame of End!" Lucen roared. "Holy slash!" Their ultimate attacks collided. Boom! A cataclysmic explosion erupted, destroying the very space around them. The kingdom of Valerian was annihilated, erased from existence. No humans, no dragons, not even ruins remained. Just emptiness. When the dust settled, only one figure remained. Lucen. His sword crumbled into ash in his hand. He collapsed, gasping. "Did I win? Is he gone?" He couldn't sense Valkrath anymore. Tears welled in his eyes. "Finally, after all the failure, after all the lives lost, I did it." His vision faded, and he fell unconscious. Lucen awoke in a soft, warm bed. Sunlight filtered through silk curtains. A maid cleaning the window noticed and ran to call someone. Moments later, King Astra, ruler of Eldrick, entered the room with a relieved smile. "Congratulations, Hero Lucen," he said warmly. "You defeated the Dragon King." Lucen blinked, his voice hoarse. "Why, am I here?" "We sent reinforcements to Valerian. When we arrived, there was nothing left, as if the kingdom never existed. But we found you lying unconscious in the center. You've been asleep for 5 days." Lucen sat up suddenly, coughing. "What about Valkrath?" "We found only a shattered piece of his armor. No sign of him. It's safe to say, he's gone." "You've done it, hero. Rest now." Lucen nodded slowly. The weight of the world seemed to lift from his shoulders. That night, celebrations erupted across the land. Nobles, commoners, and royals gathered in Eldrick. The hero of the world had defeated the Dragon King. Peace had returned. 100 years later, a century passed. The world thrived in peace. In the capital of Eldrick, a massive diamond statue of Lugan stood as a symbol of hope. In the royal palace, a child was born to the Astra bloodline. He had crimson hair and golden eyes, the same as Valkrath. His name was Velian Astra. The kingdom rejoiced. The birth of a new heir was cause for celebration. 5 years later, Velian, now 5, played hide-and-seek with his personal maid and tutor, the beautiful and energetic Lillian. "Found you again, master," she giggled, lifting him in a tight hug. "Ugh, can't breathe." She pressed his face into her ample chest. "So cute," he flailed. "Stoop?" She released him, pouting. "Sorry, master. You're just too adorable." Growl Velian's stomach rumbled. "Aw, are you hungry? I'll make you something right away." Lillian skipped off to the kitchen. Velian sighed. "Damn busty milker. Cow maid. She smothered me 10,128 times this week. The mighty Dragon King reduced to a plaything for a busty maid." He lay back on the bed, staring at the ceiling. "It's been 100 years. No one remembers Valkrath. No one fears me anymore." Flames flickered in his palm as his frustration grew. The door opened. Lillian returned, carrying a silver tray stacked with food. "Sorry to keep you waiting?" "You were gone for 5 minutes," Velian muttered. "I'll try to beat that next time," she said proudly. She patted the bed. "Come, master, I'll feed you." Velian sighed. "I can feed myself." "No can do." "I'm your maid. It's my duty." She was already stuffing a spoonful of rice toward his face. He accepted his fate. 5 minutes later, Velian lay bloated, groaning. "I'll let you rest now," Lillian said, tucking him in. As she left the room, Velian muttered under his breath, "One day, they'll remember the name Valkrath again." Velian faints.